this all my life. I trained for this. I invested my time and resources in this, and you're telling me to follow you. Do you put charm in your mouth? Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Olorunfemi Tinuade. If this is your first time here, thank you for tuning in, and if you're an avid viewer, thank you for always tuning in. On this channel, I talk about faith, growth, and lifestyle. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you a habit that I had to let go, and also inculcate to have an intimate relationship with the Father. To be very honest, letting go is very hard. It is very hard, and you cannot say that you're in a relationship with the Father and you do not invest your time or you do not invest your resources. There is always an investment in any relationship. There's always an investment, and we as believers being in fellowship with God requires so many investment from us: our time, our resources, and a lot of other things. You cannot be in a relationship, romantic relationship, and you do not spend quality time with your partner. It's not possible. So as believers, fellowship with God is very paramount because it gives us clarity and helps us to know what's next in our lives. I just feel like fellowship with God gives guidance. It gives you that peace that makes no sense. For me, I'm talking for my own experience. Yeah. So let's get right into the habits I had to let go and also inculcate to have an intimate relationship with God. Yeah. So one of the habits I had to let go was not listening to secular music. Wow. Making that decision was so tough for me. It was like, I think that's going to be one of the toughest decisions I've made in my life. Very, very tough, because for 1 week I could not get myself. How do I want to cite this example? You've been doing something for a very long while, and you just have to stop that thing. Let's say let's say for people that are addicted to their phone, you and your phone are not, like, you don't have a hold on your phone for 1 week. How would that feel? It was so hard. I'm like, how am I going to do this? But I really wanted a connection, a deeper connection with God. I didn't want to relate on the normal level, because on and on, after I finish like praying, worshiping, I'm going back to my music playlist and I'm vibing to any songs I find there. And I remember that I didn't really have any gospel song on my phone at that time. It was just hip-hop, Afro music and all of that. The gospel songs were few. And I didn't even like Yoruba songs because I felt like, they were going to ruin my my intonation or the way I spoke grammar, let's put it like that. So yeah, it was so hard. And I was in school, and I had this friend, and she would tell me that, Sandy, what you are doing is not actually right. I saw you just finished praying right now, and you are going to sing secular music. Like, it's not healthy for your spiritual well-being. And I'm like, you don't know what you're saying. I have to vibe, I have to do this, I have to do that. And she was like, what you are doing is not healthy. I just had to come to that place of reflection that, Sandy, what you are doing is not actually healthy. You say you want to get to know God. You say you want to have a deeper relationship with God. This is going to restrict you. So I just took that decision upon myself that, you know what, I am going to delete all the songs that do not glorify God on my phone. It was so hard. It was hard. It was as if I don't know, as if I had no oxygen to breathe. It was hard, but first week, second week, I'm like, God, please help me. And I'm a big fan of love songs, Johnny Drill, Ed Sheeran, and others. And I'm like, God, can I listen to love songs? I miss this. And it was like, as far the lyrics is good. The only thing was like, as far the lyrics is okay, like listen to songs that the lyrics are okay. So it was a struggle. I won't lie, it was a struggle. But God helped me. It was so hard, yeah. So the second habit I had to let go was changing my circle of friends. Yes. In 100 level, I had this friend where we basically curse ourselves. Oh my God. We will shake way for each other. We will be raining abuses on each other. And I was good at it. I was enjoying it. But I'm just like, you know what? I want to have a deeper relationship with God. I cannot continue like this. I cannot continue living this life. So I had to filter my circle of friends that would just, randomly say, oh, Tara, let's do this. Like, things that do not glorify God. I had to start deleting numbers, because I'm like, I really want to get to know God more than the way I do. Like, I really need him at this particular phase of my life. I cannot continue, like, abhorrent friends that will, that will restrict that from happening. So I filtered my circle of friends. I filtered them. I began to look for friends who were so concerned about the things of God, about fellowshipping with God, and God helped me, gave me godly and beautiful friends. Another habit I had to let go was complaining. Yes, I used to complain a lot. I used to complain a lot and a lot. I'm like, God, why is this happening to me? Why is this happening to me? Then I think I started writing. Yeah, I think I started writing. I started journaling, and I just began to, thank God for even the minute things. I don't know. When I look back at my journal, and I'm like, God, I'm thanking you for this. This small thing. This is what I'm thanking God for. But yeah, letting go is hard. Letting go is hard. I remember I was reading the scripture, Matthew 4, verse 18 to 20, where Jesus was talking to Peter and his brother Andrew that they should, leave their nets, and it's going to make them fishers of men. If I was the one in Peter or Simon's show, I'll be like, I'm not going, how can I leave my career and follow you because I want to fish men? I've been doing this all my life. I trained for this. I invested my time and resources in this, and you're telling me to follow you. Do you put charm in your mouth? And the most surprising thing in that verse is that they followed. They didn't ask questions. And I feel like in this current generation, we struggle a lot before we obey God. We struggle a lot before we obey God. Obedience is one of the hardest things. God will say, do this. You'll be like, I cannot do this. What if? Like, the what ifs are too much. But I would say letting go and obeying God actually pays. I would say in the journey of faith, waiting and letting go are like the most hardest thing that you will ever go through. You have to wait. To wait is I don't even know. You have to, when you are like open on God for something, you have to wait. Like waiting can take years. It can take months. And letting go again is another thing. So I'm just like surprised, like the way Peter and his brother didn't ask questions. They followed. That's obedience. That is obedience. They followed him. So letting go requires obedience. You have to obey. For you to have a deeper relationship with God, an intimate fellowship with the Father, you have to obey. You have to let go of habits that will not glorify God in your life. You have to let go of friends that will not glorify God in your life. You have to let go of things that will not allow the presence of God to be made manifest in your life. So that's all for letting go. Let's get right into inculcating habits. So the habit I had to inculcate was listening to Yoruba songs. I am someone who I don't want to put it. I was brought up to speak English because I was in a Yoruba dominant area. Everybody always spoke Yoruba, so I won't be speaking bad English. They had to say, oh, the rule is you have to speak English at all times. If someone speaks Yoruba to you, speak English. And I didn't know any Yoruba songs. I can't speak Yoruba, but I didn't know any Yoruba songs, and I felt that restricted my worship. Like that restricted me from worshiping God. And I'm like, you know what? I went to YouTube, looked for all Yoruba songs I could find, but C, Dari, I think Dari Justified. I searched for all of them, and I began to download them and sing them in the place of worship, in the place of prayer. And I think that helped me to connect to God very well. Like I could just be singing, and I would just love to hail God in my language. There are some prayers you cannot speak in English, oh, sure you know. There are some prayers you cannot pray in English. Like you have to pray your language too. I just feel like there's just this deep connection. Like there's just this depth connecting with God in your language. It is so wonderful. And now I am a proud Yoruba speaker, a proud Yoruba singer. I love singing Yoruba songs. They help me to connect to God on a deeper level. Another thing I had to do or inculcate to have an intimate relationship with God was listening to sermon. I had to listen to people who had gone through this journey of faith and who have gone through the ordeals of life. And I'm like, I feel that really helped me. Yeah. It really helped me because listening to people is actually therapeutic. I love podcasts. I love listening to people. It's actually therapeutic for me because I love to learn from people's experiences. It's not that I make mistakes and I learn from my own mistakes. I can learn from people's experiences too. So listening to sermons actually helped me to cultivate a healthy spiritual lifestyle and also connect to God on a deeper level. Okay, listening to people actually help me. Okay, this is which. Okay, faith is different from, I mean, faith without work is dead. Like, all these contradictions about the word and all of that. Just listening to people who had depth in the journey of faith actually gave me clarity, so I won't have to make mistakes. And I would say that journey of faith is actually a whole lot. Like, one's journey of faith is actually a whole lot. There are a lot of ups and downs in the journey of faith, and I feel like listening to these people actually helped me to navigate them, because sometimes I could not pray, and sometimes I do not even feel like speaking to God, that sometimes I was going through life was lifing, and I'm like, God, why is this happening to me, and all of that. But listening to people actually like served as a map for me, and it's still serving as a map. Yeah, so these are the habits I had to let go and inculcate. Let me know what habit you had to let go and inculcate in the comment section. Thank you for watching this vlog. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share with your friends and your family. See you in the next one. Ta-da!